你去外边去。
3点废墟跳3点废墟。
An injection. An injection. An injection.
An injection.
A pill.
A pill.
Bones.
Bones.
A heart.
A heart.
A brain.
A brain.
Stitches.
Stitches.
I take 2 pills 3 times a day.
I take pills 3 times a day.
This is where your bone was broken.
This is where your bone was broken.
The doctor is holding a plastic brain.
The doctor is holding a plastic brain.
Can you hear your heart?
Can you hear your heart?
The doctor is going to give the boy an injection.
The doctor is going to give the boy an injection.
Stitches will help your leg to heal.
Stitches will help your leg to heal.
One patient. One patient. One patient.
One patient.
2 nurses. 2 nurses.
2 nurses.
3 doctors.
3 doctors.
The nurse is giving the patient her pills.
The nurse is giving her patient the pills. The nurse is giving the patient her pills.
The nurse is helping the patient walk.
The nurse is helping the patient walk.
The nurse is asking the doctor a question.
The nurse is asking the doctor a question.
The nurse is weighing and measuring her patient.
The nurse is weighing and measuring her patient. The nurse is weighing and measuring her patient.
The doctor is checking his patient. The doctor is checking his patient's heart.
The doctor is measuring her patient's heart.
The doctor is checking his patient's heart.
The doctor is checking his patient's heart.
This patient needed stitches.
This patient needed stitches.
This patient needed an injection.
This patient needed an injection. Boom, boom, boom.
The doctor is checking his patient's bones.
The doctor is checking her patient's bones.
The doctor is checking his patient's brain.
The doctor is checking his patient's brain.
This patient needed pills.
This patient needed pills.
The nurse can hear the patient's heart.
The nurse can hear the patient's heart.
The patient is giving the nurse a toy.
The patient is giving the nurse a toy.
The patient can hear the nurse's heart.
The patient can hear the nurse's heart.
The nurse is giving the patient a toy.
The nurse is giving the patient a toy.
Doctor, do you think that my bone has healed?
Yes, your bone has healed.
Yes, your bone has healed.
You don't need your cast anymore.
You don't need your cast anymore. You don't need your cast anymore.
Doctor, do you think that my wound has healed?
Yes, your wound has healed.
You don't need your stitches anymore.
You don't need your stitches anymore.
We're taking you to the emergency room. The doctors there will be able to help you.
We are taking you to the emergency room. The doctor there will help you. Will be able to help you.
The paramedics are transporting the patient from the ambulance to the emergency room.
The paramedic is transporting the patient from the ambulance to the paramedics are transporting the patient from the ambulance to the emergency room.
We've been waiting in the emergency room for 2 hours.
We've been waiting in the emergency room for 2 hours.
The doctor is treating the patient's rash with an injection.
The doctor is treating the patient's rash with an injection.
The nurse is treating the woman's wound.
The nurse is treating the woman's wound.
I hurt my knee, so I went to the emergency room. The doctor treated my injury with ice.
I hurt my knee, so I went to the emergency room. The doctor treated my knee with ice. The doctor treated my knee with my ice.
The doctor is treating his fever with a pill in the emergency room.
The doctor will find out if the
The
patient has a
doctor
brain
is
injury.
treating his fever with a pill in the emergency room.
The doctor will find out if the patient has a brain injury. The doctor will find out if the patient has a brain injury.
The doctor will find out if the patient has a brain injury.
The basketball player has an injury.
The basketball player has an injury.
The paramedics will take him to the emergency room so that a doctor can treat his injury.
The paramedics will take him to the emergency room so that a doctor can treat his injury.
The nurse treated his injury in the emergency room.
The nurse treated his injury in an emergency room. The nurse treated his injury in an emergency room.
The doctor treated his rash with an injection.
The doctor treated his rash in an injection. With an injection.
The nurse treated his rash with an injection.
The nurse treated his rash with an injection. The doctor treated his knee with ice. In the emergency with ice. The doctor treated his hurt in the emergency room. His injury.
She can feel the cold because she's outside.
She can feel the cold because she's outside.
He can't feel the cold because he's inside.
He can't feel the cold because he's inside.
The nurse is touching the girl's head to find out if she has a fever.
The nurse is touching the girl's head to find out if she has a fever.
She woke up when she felt the nurse's hand on her head.
She woke up when she felt the nurse's hand on her head.
Stop biting my sunglasses.
Stop biting my sunglasses.
The dog is biting the toy.
The dog is biting the toy.
The bird is biting the boy's face, but it doesn't hurt.
The bird is biting the boy's face, but it doesn't hurt.
The shark wants to bite him, but he's safe.
The shark wants to bite him, but he's safe.
I think I can feel our baby's leg.
I think I can feel our baby's leg.
The mother is treating her daughter's injury.
The mother is treating her daughter's injury.
What happened?
What happened?
Today, while I was working, one of the animals that I was feeding bit me.
Today, while I was working, one of the animals that I feeding bit me. Today, while I was working, one of the animals that I was feeding bit me.
It looks like you'll need stitches.
It looks like you need stitches.
I'm giving you this injection so that you won't get sick.
I'm giving you
That his friend is behind
this
him.
injection so that
He can feel that his friend is behind him. The doctor,
he can feel that
the
his
boy's injury.
friend is behind him.
The doctor treated the boy's injury. The animal might.
The
The
doctor
man who was
treated
taking a bath.
the boy's injury.
The animal might bite the man who was taking a bath.
The animal
I
might
had a minor
bite
injury,
the
so
man
my
who
mother
is
treated
taking
it
a
with a
bath.
bandage. I had a minor injury, so my mother treated it with a bandage.
I had a minor injury, so my mother treated it with a bandage.
This car was in a minor accident. It won't be expensive to repair it.
This car was in a minor accident. This car was in a minor accident. It won't be expensive to repair it.
This car was damaged in a serious accident.
This car was damaged in a serious accident.
He had a serious injury, so the ambulance took him to the emergency room.
She had a serious injury, so the ambulance took him to the emergency room.
Unfortunately, you've had a serious head injury, but you'll be fine.
Unfortunately, you had a serious injury, but you'll be fine.
He has a minor injury. He's treating it with ice.
He has a minor injury, so he treated it with ice. He has a minor injury. He's treating it with ice.
Unfortunately, they were in a serious accident. Now they're going to the emergency room.
Unfortunately, they were in a serious accident. Unfortunately, they were in a serious accident. Now they are going to the emergency room. Unfortunately, they were in a serious accident. Now they are going to the emergency room.
She was in a very minor accident. Fortunately, a doctor won't need to treat her injury.
She was in a very minor accident. Fortunately, a doctor won't need to treat her injury.
You've had a serious injury.
You've had a serious injury.
You've had a minor injury.
You've had a minor injury.
These cars were just in a serious accident.
These cars were just in a serious accident.
These cars were just in a minor accident.
These cars were just in a
These cars were just in a minor accident.
These cars were just in a minor accident.
This is an X-ray of This is an X-ray of your teeth.
This is an X-ray of your teeth.
This is an X-ray of broken bones.
This is an X-ray of broken bones. Boom, boom, boom.
She's looking at X-rays of 2 hands.
She's looking at X-rays of 2 hands.